Yu-Gi-Oh! Mint.com is now TradingCardMint.com. Please check out their selection of over 20,000 cards with prices cheaper than TCG Player.
Alright, what is up YouTube M40? A lot of you guys have been asking about the Zanbaku deck that you've seen me playing infinite times over. I wanted to go ahead and profile this. So this is actually a list from Japan, for those of you that are asking. This actually did relatively decent in a WGP as an aggro deck. I don't know if it was just before Japan figured out the format or whatnot, but the deck is really cute for what it wants to do for its mid to late game. So guys, please check out TradingCardMint.com. Down below in the description, enter MCOL40, save a little bit of money on checkout, and vice versa also, check out Zero Damage playmats. We got the playmat from them for this video that you're going to be seeing. Enter MCOL40 on checkout, and you will also save a little bit of money on your purchase over there as well. So, what does this pile of hot garbage actually... Well, first off, this is actually like my fun deck at the moment. Like, I think I've had more fun playing this deck as of late than kind of really anything else in Premium. Gold Paladin is a lot of fun, but like, this deck kind of... I've never really played much Muraukumo before, because like the deck was kind of bad. And we had like Max Ready Yasui put together, and I was kind of like, you know what, like, let's test this. Like, it's an Excel deck. We'll kind of see what's going on. I kind of started to take a liking to it. So, playing 4 copies of Zanbaku. Now, I've somehow managed to put together that the play that you kind of want to do is you want to get your opponent to a point to where you can just not stride for a turn and just paralyze them with Zanbaku. And hypothetically, I haven't done that yet. I kind of just keep looking at most situations. I'm like, oh, striding looks kind of good, or like, I'll throw away an arrestor that I shouldn't do. But for the skill level of this deck, it's definitely much higher than I've learned so far. But I will tell you that having this is actually getting the Excel circle to pressure your opponent while being able to do Yasui things. You also have to remember, like, your strides are what is going to attempt to generate advantage for you, and you do have to be cautious of also having this active. You have a lot of different skill trees that you can go down, and I've been realizing that the more that I've been playing this. The deck is very, very skill intensive, and I will say that, like, it is very important to see that. Now, your alternative grade 3 is actually Zanbaku. And the thing that we care about this is the fact that you counterblast 1 if you have this in your soul. You're going to force your opponent to discard a card, or, no, at the beginning of their main phase, after they've already strode. If they don't discard, you're going to force your opponent to lose. It's 2 drive checks, right? Like, I'm not crazy on this. Yeah. And then Rearguard Act, you can search your deck for up to 2 cards with Dueling Dragon Zanbaku. Put a card from among them into your soul and call the remaining card to rearguard. At the end of the turn, the unit called by this effect goes to your hand. So you have the ability to clone him, shove another one from your deck into the soul. I mean, like, it deck thins, which isn't bad, but like, I always kind of want to make sure like we have the extra copy running on around for the stride fodder. Because the deck can be relatively slow at getting going, at least from that perspective. But if you get to the point of getting this on top of this, start paralyzing your opponent, getting resources from your opponent, like, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but more or less on rearguard, getting the ability to clone is relatively good. Who doesn't love deck thinning, guys? Come on now. Now, of course, with any good old Zanbaku deck, you gotta have the twinsies. That's right, left and right arresters. So, systematically, blocking your opponent from riding and standing their Vanguard. Because remember, when a stride does come in, it will come in at rest if the Vanguard that is coming in is at rest at the beginning of the turn. I think a lot of people kind of forget that, but having this paralysis engine going is standard or premium. Like, I don't care what it is. Like, this engine as a whole is dumb. So, I mean, power-ups and stuff on Excel circles is relatively cute. Now, this guy is very interesting. So, like, this is the only other one that you should ever care about. So Soul Blast 1 with units placed on rear guard. You may pay its cost if you do. It'll gain 2,000, so it'll go to 11k. And it has Shadow Stitch at the end of the battle. That's each unit attack to Vanguard. If the attack did not hit, choose one of your units, give it 2k. And then continuous, if you have a grade 4 Vanguard with Yasui in its card name, it can attack a Vanguard from the back row. So if your opponent is playing an 11k base, feel free to call this behind your Vanguard and get a free ping on your opponent for absolutely no reason. So that's also if you are on a Yasui named Vanguard, by the way. But there should be no problem because 75% of your strides have Yasui in the card name. So we met our requirements for this guy. Now, playing 4 copies of the Stride Fodder. I do not want to play less copies of this. I think 4 is absolutely mandatory. I've gotten into a lot of really weird situations where, like, it almost seems like the deck will slow down a little bit, and you want to optimally make sure that you're able to keep striding every turn and get those drive checks. And that's kind of like the thing I was talking about with the paralysis turn that I haven't quite pinged at the right time yet. Like, getting it in the right window to make sure that you can paralyze is really good. Plus, I mean, having these in the back burner for the next turn every single time. Like, hypothetically, you go Zanbaku, stun your opponent for a turn, and then you go ahead and then stride on the next turn into like a finisher. Like, it's really good, but you got to find times to pressure your opponent. We're playing 4 copies of this guy, units called from the deck during this turn, so when you clone something, you will get the ability to give this 5k, and that is continuous, by the way. I don't know how many people haven't realized that yet, but I love 12k attackers for no real reason. 3 copies of this guy. I actually thought that this card was going to be bad. The more that I've played it, stacking normal units back on the bottom of your deck. I wish we could put back triggers, trust me. But it's Shadow Stitch, so I mean, when your opponent's nearing the 4 to 5 damage, like, watching this power up a column is super good. 2 copies of this guy. This is going to be your main countercharger. This card's not that great, but countercharging can be a slight issue at times. So take it for what it's worth. It says a lot about the deck. Now, this is our starter. I do want to draw cards, so I do think under 95% of the time, like, getting that extra card off of the starter is just 1 card further into the stack. Now, we are playing 8 new critical triggers. Triggers are very basic, everything is new. 4 Leaves Mirage, and 4 of the new heal trigger. Like, this right here is all the value that you could ever really need in the format. Now, the extra deck, this is a piece. Oxel. So, play 4 copies of Mr. Dharma here. So he Soul Blast 1, flip a copy of himself. It's take something from field or drop zone, right? And clone it. Yeah, choose a card from your rear guard or drop zone, and then go ahead and clone it, and then during the end phase it bounces back to the turn. And then at the end of the battle, this is the fact. This is the one I care about. Shadow Stitch, GB3. In battle, this unit attack to Vanguard. If the attack did not hit, choose up to 5 of your units. They get 5k and crit +1 until the end of the turn. Hey, buddy. I heard you like finishing your opponent, so they gave me a finisher. Now, weird things happen when you run out of steam, as legends say. So this is actually our other guy. We use this to kind of generate pressure. So once per turn, flip a copy of himself. Choose up to 2 cards with Yasui from your G zone to call them to separate rear guard. And then at the end of your turn, those G units are going to go back. And Shadow Stitch, at the end of the battle that this guy attacked, basically draw 1, send 1 back to the bottom of your deck. But if you got 2 Excel circles running up, you call these out. They're going to be 25 beat sticks for absolutely no reason. It's actually really cute. Some of the stuff I haven't really learned what we do. This guy in the battle that the attack did not hit may pay its cost, reduce your deck for up to 1 card with the card name of the card that attacked, call to rear guard. That's for GB2. Not a super big fan of this guy. I get why you play it. I'm extremely unlucky with this guy. I never actually get to a grade 3 that I can give fucking Twin Drive to. Like, I know this card is good, trust me. But, like, you gotta get to the other grade 3. I just never have it. I'm so unlucky. Play one copy of the Shiryuki Stride. Just, you get damage denied, you can go ahead and call anything, because this is free. So, no real complaints. Free card advantage, by the way. One copy of Drachma. Yeah, baby. One Mandala Ryu. This is dumb, and I like it a lot. One copy of Dismal, because I'm tired of my opponents going after my goddamn units. One copy of the Excel. Honestly, our G-Guards kind of suck. Like, it's one of each of these. Like, they're not great, but like they'll get you to where you need to be. It's kind of funny, actually. So, guys, this is the current version of Muraukumo I've been messing around with from Japan. I think the deck is a lot of fun, honestly. It should give you a little bit of leeway of where you want to change things. Guys, remember, check out TrainingCardMint.com down below in the description. Enter MCO40 on checkout. Check out Zero Damage Playmats as well down below in the description. And enter MCO40 as well there. Save a little bit of money. Alright, guys, that's what I got for this video. I guess peace out.
That's not all, card fighters. Please subscribe for more Cardfight Vanguard content. Please remember to check out MCO40 for Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. And please check out MCOGames.com, my store, along with No Limit Gaming, NLGTCG.com for all of your guys' trading card game needs as well. Until next time, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. Later.